the cast are getting bored with the same old jokes every night. So I've got a new joke tonight that they haven't heard, and it's quite difficult to tell, but we're going to do our best. So it's called the cajoles joke. So chap goes into a Spanish restaurant, and he says to the waiter, "Oh, cajoles, what's that then?" He says, "Well, cajoles is the testicles of the bull that was killed in the bullfight this afternoon." And the toreador or matador or whatever door he is killed it, and when the bull is dead, he cuts the what's-its off, and he says, it's a lovely dish, and it's served with spaghetti and garlic and peppers. I mean, it's probably a sort of Italian Spanish restaurant now. So anyway, the guy said, I'll give the cajoles a go. Yeah, so it arrives, like a couple of tennis balls almost. Anyway, very tasty. So a couple of weeks later, he thinks I'll go back and have some more cajoles. I'm only laughing because I know the punchline. But anyway, the cajoles served up, but considerably smaller this time. Considerably smaller. Anyway, it's still very tasty, slightly different texture. And he says to the waiter afterwards, he said, "Next, it's the same price, but the old cajoles were a very different size, weren't they?" He says, "Well, sir, the ball doesn't lose every time." So the Irishman, kicks a bottle coming in the pub, and he, empty bottle on the floor. He picks it up, and appropriate to tonight's concert. I'm trying to be, trendy. So he rubs the bottle, and the genie comes out. It's good, that genie, isn't he? Hey. My blue one. Anyway, right. So the genie comes out, and the genie says, "What would you like? You've got two wishes. Whatever you like, you can have." He says, "Right. Well, first wish." He says, I'll have a never-ending pint of Guinness, please." So the genie, right, never-ending pint of Guinness, barman comes up there. "Oh, Irishman, it's lovely." And he thinks, just great. So the genie said, "We've got another wish." So he says to the Irishman, "What would you like for your second wish?" The Irishman has a think. He says, "I think I'll have another one of them." Final joke. Right. Down in Cornwall, and the Coast Guard rang the house, and he said, "Mr. Sims, I've got some terrible news for you. Your mother-in-law's died. She's washed up on the shore." And I couldn't tell this last night, obviously, because she was in. But anyway, so I said, it's terrible. He said, "Well, it's not simple either. She's been washed up. She's totally naked, and there's 6 prize lobsters attached to her, attached to the corpse." And he said, "We've never had this before. We don't quite know how to deal with this." So I said, "Well, the best thing is you have 3, I'll have 3, and we'll set you on the next time."
For those who worried you might never see him again or relieved, he will be back in Act 2 in his alter ego in disguise, and believe me, that will be carnage.